Hello friends, it is your buddy Keith here again. So many guitars, lots of guitars today. Well, I'm here at Essex Recording Studios, as always, in the kitchen, and I've got an Esp Ltd EC-1000 Deluxe. Holy smokes, what a title for a guitar. You need a whole big breath of air to say that. This is the top of the line Mac Daddy from the LTD line of ESP guitars. And as you can see, they went all out with this guitar. This is like a coronation for a king. You've just got all sorts of fancy stuff going on here. You've got the Quilt maple top. That's going very blurry. Let me get in focus there and adjust the lighting. There we go. It's this deep, luscious red Quilt maple top. You've got a Godot bridge. How do I know? Well, let's take a look. Dun, 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 dun. Godot, Japan. Premium parts. Very, very good. EMG pickups. Looks like two EMG 81s. They're both silver face font. And my favorite detail about this, if you know me from my other videos, I'm a huge fan of Abalone. I like the fancy stuff. I'm like Liberace. And check out those inlays. Let's get this lighting right. The inlays are just totally gorgeous. The border around the binding, beautiful. It's over the entire guitar. The body, just beautiful. Lovely carved top, which I love. I think flat tops are boring. You've got some really nice curves and contours on the body here, and also these nice bevels along the volume and tone knobs. Very nice. Good binding around the body and the neck, and it meets. Oddly enough, on some more expensive ESP Japanese models, you'll have binding that doesn't meet at the neck, which I think is really weird. And then you've got matching headstock. Gorgeous. Looks like you could use a little clean there. And some Spurzl locking tuners, USA locking tuners. We'll flip it around on its back. I'm going to take this off so it doesn't fall off there. Just took the strings off. It had some old strings, and I'm going to put a new set on here shortly. And this is the back of the guitar. Nice mahogany, looks like one-piece body there, as well as the neck. You can see it's from their top Korean factory, and those are the USA Spurzl locking tuners. So premium parts between the tuners, the USA Spurzl tuners, the Godot Japanese bridge, the EMG active pickups, the binding, the set neck construction, the Abalone inlays. You can see why this is the deluxe model, the very, very top. And it can get confusing with the LTD guitars because they've gone all over the place with the numbers these days, and there's 1,000, I think they do 1,001 now, and they're a little bit trickster-like because some of these models, they'll put big numbers on them, and they're not the good high-end Korean models. They'll actually be made in Indonesia or elsewhere. So you do need to do a little bit of homework when you're looking at some of these models. And some of the lower ones are really good models that are made in Korea. But yeah, this is just a really, really pretty guitar. Going over the aesthetics of it, let's talk about blemishes, because this is up for sale. It's been hanging on the wall in a big crimson red hand guitar grip in the studio. I just loved looking at it, but it's time to move on. So this is for sale. Blemishes. There are the top coat. You can kind of see it here in the light. There's lots of little kind of lines and stuff here towards the bottom. A little nick there in the clear coat. It's all in the lacquer. It could use a good buff job. You know, in certain lighting, it stands out. In other lighting, I mean, you don't see it at all, as you can see there. So I'm just being really critical here. The little nut that holds this toggle switch up is gone, so it's sagging a little bit. So that needs a little piece of hardware there. Not a big deal. What else to talk about? There's a little bit of like lacquer chip in this corner here above the abalone, and we'll flip it over. On the corner here, you can see it. There's a little chip in the wood. A little chip there, a little one there. You know, it's got a few minor boo-boos. That's okay. It's rock and roll, people. And I think that about covers it. There's nothing, no real scratches or anything on the back. You can see a little bit here. I haven't polished it or done anything. I think there's like a little divot there. And again, just light marks in the clear coat and fingerprints and stuff. It just needs a good wipe down and a good buff with some good buffing compound. Beautiful neck. And that's it, guys. It's the top Mac Daddy. In my opinion, this is a lot nicer than, certainly visually, I think it's a lot nicer than some of the standard series ESP Eclipse guitars that you see. And it plays great. I mean, I don't feel a difference. The fretwork is super nice. It's all very comfortable. I really don't feel a difference between this and the Japanese model. I don't play all that much, to be fair, but if you put a blindfold on me and handed me both, I don't think I'd know the difference. You know, especially given the same electronics and better tuners in this case. A lot of the standard series just have Godot tuners. So, really good stuff, guys. I think that gives you a great idea of what this is like in person. And if you're considering one of these, I highly recommend it. Ours is up for sale, like I said, but you can get them in other finishes. There's one in a crazy green quilt top that one day I will own. I just really like the crazy green quilt colors. There's a few Gibson Les Paul custom shop models that I've had my eyes on in Iguana Burst. Look up that crazy color. Go to Google Images, Iguana Burst. It's insane looking. All the good ones seem to be in Japan and seem to be like 5,000 pounds or like $7,000. Just, that's a big no from me. But I'll find a deal one of these days. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Lots more guitars coming. We've got yet another camouflage ESP Viper that arrived in the post today. So I'm going to show that to you. That's a Woodlands camo pattern. So we've got two now at the studio. 2 Woodlands and 1 Urban. And other than that, I'm going to pull a few things out of storage and do some videos. Those will be surprises, though. So, see you all soon. Hit subscribe. We're almost at 200 subscribers today. I really appreciate all the effort, guys. And tell your friends. If you got a friend on Facebook that likes guitars, is always going to the guitar store, shoot him a message with a link to this channel and tell his ass to subscribe. Needs to happen. Appreciate it. And then go to Facebook too and give us a like. And if you really like us and you're really nice, give us a 5-star review. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that covers all the bases, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.